It's the week of Lucy Beale's funeral and Ian's predictably in bits after preparing her burial outfit, and he dashes off to see Jane in Birmingham. He implores her to come to the funeral before heading home, to be consoled by Max of all people. On the day of the funeral, Ian's overjoyed to see Christian and Bobby arrive, but Jane's a no-show. Meanwhile, Ian learns of Max and Lucy's affair, and when Peter falters while carrying Lucy's casket, Max steps in, but Ian refuses his help. He throws Max out of the funeral, and as Jane suddenly arrives, Peter's forced to step in when Ian struggles to deliver the eulogy. Things aren't any rosier at the Carters, where Dean's back after Stan tricks him into returning. Later, Mick's bemused after an odd comment from Tina about their childhood, and Stan reveals it wasn't him who tried to drown Mick as a child. Dean gives Shirley a chance, but she fluffs it when she's sidetracked by Stan. Dean's had enough, and Shirley hits the bottle. But will Phil become their unlikely mediator? Next we drop into Weatherfield. It's the week of the big reveal. Fizz learns the real Kirsty is abroad and tries to ring her, but suddenly Tyrone sees Fizz's name flash up on Maria's phone. He's as angry as he's ever been as he confronts his twisted ex, and a sobbing Maria turns to Kirk for comfort, while Fizz and Tyrone consider calling the police. Kirk pleads with them not to, but fails, and later is worried when Maria won't answer a door, and he's forced to knock it down. Kirk urges her to go and stay with their parents in Cyprus, but before she can, Fizz and Tyrone have to decide whether or not to drop the charges. Rob's suspicions peak when he sees Peter stroking Tina's face, but Tina's aware he's up to something and urges Peter to leave the street with her. Meanwhile, Tina warns Liz that Tony's supplying stolen goods to the cash converters, and Tony pressures Rob into driving a van full of the loot. Carla gets bad cramps and Rob has to rush her to hospital, collecting Peter en route. Will Rob tell Carla the truth? And will Tina now lose Peter altogether? Finally, we drop into Yorkshire. David arrives at the hospital to see his daughter in an incubator, and he reassures Priya that she'll be a good mum, when suddenly the monitor bleeps. The baby survives the scare, but a stern David forces Priya to eat. He's taking over the situation. But will she read too much into his support? Alicia again feels pushed out when David picks up Priya from hospital, and he's delighted when she tells him she wants to name her Amber Metcalf. Elsewhere, Charity and Megan row, and Megan accidentally knocks her over, which gives devious Charity the opportunity to pin her miscarriage on her. Declan's devastated that Charity's lost the baby, while Megan is drowning in guilt. Meanwhile, Chaz knows all about Charity's horrible lie and warns her of the consequences. And Donna steps up her crime wave, but partner in crime Ross worries she's setting him up. She wins his trust by telling him which cars to avoid, as the police are tracking them.